Over the past years, many foreigners want to buy houses in Vietnam in order to reside, work, or even invest in the country. But some of them have no idea about purchasing process and procedures. Today, Bất Động Sản.com.vn will provide you with an insight into the current situation in Vietnam so that you can gain a better understanding about the procedures to buy houses in the country. As a foreign individual, you first need to prove your legal status in Vietnam. Notarize your passport into copies for verification. Make sure that you always have them prepared for future process. Please note that foreigners are only allowed to buy houses in commercial projects. Foreigners can own up to 30% of total units in an apartment building and 10% of total individual houses in one project. Particularly, social housing and houses situated in the national defense and security area shall not be entitled to foreign ownership. Foreigners are only allowed to buy houses or projects available for sales from real estate developers or purchased directly from foreigners. When learning about your future property, take time to visit the model house, its surroundings, consider the location, price, facilities, and so on. For buy-to-rent investor, don't forget to calculate the expected rental income from the property. Now let me show you the specific steps in the process to buy a house in Vietnam. To ensure benefits and good prices when buying a home, you need to choose a professional agent and let them represent you in transactions with the seller or developer. Once you have selected your desired property, you can make the security deposit agreement, maybe directly with the developer or through the real estate agent or consultant. The real estate agent then will deliver your registration and deposit to the developer. The deposit amount may vary from $5,000 to $10,000 depending on each project. Then the time allowed for deposit payment is usually from 7 to 15 days. Please note that with non-bilingual security deposit agreement, you need to translate it into English and then bring it to the notary office. And not all the developers will provide you with the agreement against the payment, and they may schedule an appointment. If you are not available in Vietnam this time, you can authorize your agent to take it. And the waiting time for getting the agreement is from 10 to 15 days. Under construction projects have different payment schedule, with most of them being divided into 6 to 10 periods. Normally, the customers only have to pay 20% of the contract value at the signing moment and pay the remaining in instruments within 4 to 24 months. For the completed projects, the developer may ask you to pay all at once. You should be the person who signs the sale and purchase contract to avoid any risks from ownership problems. Before signing the contract, you should better check carefully all the details, including personal information, cost, area of the apartment, materials, furniture accompanying with the apartment at the handover. When the project is ready to be handed over, a letter of notice will be sent to the customer at least 30 days in advance. Upon the customer's completion of payment, the project will be handed over to them. And finally, the developer will apply for certificate of ownership and hand it over to the customer. When acquiring a property in Vietnam, you will be charged several extra taxes and fees. The majority of this will be the value-added tax or VAT and registration fees. If you decide to sell a property, you will be charged 10% of the total amount earned with the sale. We hope that you find the information provided by Bất Động Sản.com.vn useful in helping to choose your future property. In the meantime, do log on to Bất Động Sản.com.vn for more information and updates. Goodbye for now and see you again.